In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Google Docs to make an interactive form for your Moodle course for assessment. If you don't have a Gmail account, please get one. You need to get a Google account in order to use Google Docs. If you do have a Google account, just sign into your account. And I'm going right to Google Docs. I can also Google Docs has a lot of great features. They have basically a free version of Microsoft Word, a free version of PowerPoint, a free version of Excel, and then they have this great interactive form tool that we're going to be using now. So I'm going to click on Form. And this is how I start. So it's always going to be an untitled form. You have to give it a title. Not sure why it's blinking like that. You can add some explanatory text here. Alright, so this is part people get a little bit confused about. It's where it says question title, that's actually where you put the question. So let's start off with something really simple. What is your name? And we don't need any help text. This is a text kind of question. That means a little box will be there for them to type in. I'm going to make this a required question. Click Done. And now I have one question. See, it has a red asterisk, meaning it's required. Now, for some reason, they've got two sample questions in here. I don't know why. But to make question number 2, you have to click over here on the pencil, edit. Once again, the question goes in the question title box. Where do you live? And we leave that as a text question. Make it required and say done. Alright, so once I've completed these first 2 questions, if I want to add more questions, I have to go up here to add item. Click on this drop down. First I got to figure out what kind of question do I want. Text is like this little box. Paragraph text looks like this with a longer box. So we could put something like describe how you feel about this form. And we could make it. Now, let's say I made a mistake. All I have to do is go back here in the pencil again, come in here and correct whatever I did, and click Done again. Alright, so let's see what other kinds they've got. Multiple choice. Multiple choice looks like this. Choose all that apply, and then you can put as many as you like. So I can put air, etc. When I'm done, I click Done, and then people can choose by clicking on these. Alright, what about checkboxes? Checkboxes are pretty basic. Same kind of thing really as this, except people are checking a box. So, and put yes or no. Alright, let's click Done. Alright, what else? Okay, so choose from a list is a drop down actually. So something like how old are you? And then in the list we could put 20 to 30, 30 to 50, oops, 50 to 100. And that looks like this when they go to use it. Now the other 2 here are scales and grids. Those are kind of thing where let me just show you, for example, a grid. So in a grid you have rows and which run down the side, and you have columns. So let's say for column 1 you would say very much okay, not okay. I mean, this is really ridiculous, but very not okay. So those are my columns, and then my rows are bananas, pears, then up here I'll put for the question, rate these food items, which of course this question leaves a lot to be desired, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So this is like a person can select. Okay, so all the time you're working on this form, it saves itself periodically, but you might want to save it when you're done. There are a lot of themes that you can apply to your form. There's a whole bunch of them actually. Some of them are just awful and some are good. You know, it's not a bad idea to apply a theme because it just makes your form look even more professional. So if I like this, I could apply it. Alright, so let's go take a look at our form. Down here it says you can view the published form here, and there's a big long link. So I'm going to click on the link, and what's going to pop up is my form. So I can see that it can be filled out, and oops, I should have made this more than one answer. I could pick an answer here, I could pick an answer here, I could say very much, la 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 la, and then I submit the form. Oops, I didn't fill that out. Not gonna let me get away with that. Let's see, how do I feel about this form? I feel hopeful. Alright, let's see if it'll let me now. Submit. There we go. Alright, you've created an interactive form now. What does this form look like to you as the person who generates it? Let me take a look at that. So, I have to go back to Google Docs to see that. So let me go back there. So here's my form for week 5. I can click on it and I can actually see what it looks like as a spreadsheet. So all my answers would be here. So let me show you what one looks like that actually has had some responses to it. So here's a form that I don't know, I know a lot of people have responded to. So I can look at it like this, and I can see a lot of my answers. The other thing I can do, which is really cool, is I can get a summary of responses. So when I click on it here, I actually get these charts, you see, that show me all sorts of different things and the remarks and the number of daily responses. Alright, so I hope this works for you, and give it a try and let me know if you get stuck.